Hello there guys, we're back with you this morning to bring you a battle report for Eternal War, and we're now on to incursion missions because we've progressed from 500 points up to 750. So we're playing Shifting Fronts today, and we've got myself, Rich, the Tyranid Rich, not the Imperial Guard Rich, and we've got John. Say hello, John.
Wow.
There you go. So just to give you a bit of an overview, we're using the murder hole terrain that other Rich, Guard Rich, put in for us. So basically we've done our deployment, we've deployed terrain. So I'll just give you a little bit of an idea of the battlefield. So this is what we're looking at. So we're all set up on that. And I'll show you John's deployment in just a second. So we've got the objectives. We've got one on the right flank just here. And we've got the central objectives, one either side of the murder hole. And then we've also got, there's another one tucked in behind that Valkyrie. I'll show you that in a second. So I've got, the changes to my list. Right. So I no longer have 2 units of warriors. I now have 1 big unit of 9 warriors, which I've added another venom cannon to. So that's 3. And then this young man here, who's got a little green die to differentiate him, that is a new HQ for me. That's a Tyranid Prime, so he's going to be knocking around with those. I've now added in a couple more troops choices. So I've got 2 units of 3 Ripper bases to do some objective work with me. The Hive Tyrant has stayed pretty much the same, except he's lost accelerated digestion. And that's because the Tyranid Warriors unit has been given enhanced resistance, which I'll go through later on in the game. And then back here, I've got my Hive Guard, resplendent with heads. And they now have the Impaler Cannon, which ignores line of sight. So that's why they're tucked away quite nicely behind the little rock outcropping there. So and with 36-inch range, they've got pretty good coverage. So I'm going to come across to John's list. So John's now also got another 250 points to play with, and he's made some changes as well. So John, would you like to give us a rundown on, first of all, your deployment?
Yeah.
And while we're doing that, what has in actual fact changed? And I'm going to come around this side, literally just so that we've got a much better view.
So, right, in terms of the list, we've changed the clan culture from Bad Moons to
Death Skulls,
Death
was it?
Skulls,
Yeah.
Okay. So we are now Lucky Blue Gits. We've still got 2 Deathcopters running as single units.
Yes, I can see one there and another one in that little bit there. Yeah, cool, nice.
I've deployed them in such a way that if Rich wins first turn, when the Hive Tyrant comes round the corner, hopefully we'll get some shots off before the Hive Tyrant murders us. We've taken one of the units of 11 boys and put them into a truck.
Okay.
And we've upgraded the knob from a big chopper to a claw. So
right,
it's got a bit more crunch in combat.
Yeah, so it's a bit more crumpy, yeah.
Yeah. The unit of burner boys that was in a truck is now
Ooh, yeah.
10 instead of 5.
Tasty.
And we've also increased the other unit of 10 boys to be 17 boys, a boy with a big shooter, purely for points, and a knob with a claw again.
Right, okay.
And then the other change we've made, we've now got a big mech with a custom force field. So the deployment is basically giving everybody a 5+ invuln save again. So if Rich wins first turn, everybody's got a save against those nasty cannons.
Okie dokie.
And then in terms of the Weird Boy, he's a level 2 Weird Boy again. We've given him Warpath so he can give our guys +1 attack, and we've given him to jump. So give them the attack, throw them across the board. The only other change on the Weird Boy is that he now can't have the Bad Moon's Warlord trait. So what I've given him is Big Killer Boss, which means he gets +1 to wound rolls against vehicles and monsters.
Oh, right,
so figuring that your guy killed him last game, now we can.
He's coming back for round 2.
Yeah.
Excellent.
He may die, but we've made him more tasty, so he does have a chance of actually wounding you and killing you.
And you can see my Hive Tyrant on the other side of the murder hole. So basically what we've said in keeping with the previous video where we used the murder hole, so all of the terrain inside the murder hole, that's difficult ground. The rocky outcroppings that are on their own, we just because of the way that the terrain was, we've said that the edges here, that they don't cause difficult ground, just because in actual fact it would be it would kind of present too many issues. I mean, we like a little bit of challenge, but it would present too many issues. So, and then also the Valkyrie, that whole base is difficult ground because that's a little bit easier to navigate. And obviously the craters, they're difficult ground as well, but they're also providing extra cover saves. And there you can see the objective here that was tucked right underneath the Valkyrie. So that's the other objective, that's on the left or right flank depending on your battlefield position. And you can see here there's an objective right there. Now what I did do when I set the terrain up was I made it so that there was a slight advantage to winning the roll-off for deployment. I'm actually hoping that it's not too big an advantage. It may look a little bit like it at the minute, but certainly there was a bit of an advantage which made John think a little bit, because he won the roll for that, so he did decide to take this deployment zone. So we're going to roll for first turn on camera for you. So we've got all of our dice, all of our tape measures, all of our tokens set up on off kind of table. So a 4. It's also a 4. Oh,
Don't do it to me.
You got a 5. I rolled a 2, so you get the choice.
I think I will go first, sir.
Could you look any more smug?
Well, I mean, I don't want to give you the first turn, do I?
Well, you could be nice.
I mean, I'm not a nice person.
No. All right. Well, we'll be back with you in just a few seconds, where we'll be doing John's turn 1.
Hi guys, so in the movement phase, the truck with the burner boys has advanced to get onto this objective.
Yeah, and you rolled a 6 for your advance, didn't you?
Rolled a 6, so that was pretty neat. This copter jumped from underneath the archway into the central lane, so he can see the Ripper Swarms and the nasty Warlord.
Mm-hmm.
This copter didn't move because he's got line of sight onto the Ripper Swarms at the back there.
Yeah.
And this truck just backed up a couple of inches just to try and keep the...
distinctly orky.
Yeah, just to try and survive an extra turn, I guess. So we're going to go into the psychic phase.
Mm-hmm.
So as mentioned, we've got Warpath. So we're going to cast that onto the big unit that we've got here. To give us +1 attack.
Okay.
So we're casting this on a 7.
Sure.
We get +2 because of the amount of models around us.
Are you within 18 inches of my dude?
I might be. But
not quite, just a little bit out, isn't it?
So that is only a 6.
He's burning CPs already.
Which is particularly bad.
He's burning CPs already. Look at that face.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to go for it.
Okay.
So let's... so we get an 8 +2
so
is 10, so that's gone off.
Sure.
And now we just need to cast the jump.
You do, yes.
So the jump again is on a 7.
Okay.
6, 7 +2 is 9. So
okay.
the jump goes off.
So I've got a psycho, so I can attempt to deny.
You can because it's 24, not 18, isn't it?
Oh, actually.
Yeah, it's 24.
Is it?
Yeah.
Cool.
So not enough.
He gets it that time. I was hoping for a rerun of the last time where I denied a jump, but no, so that's off. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so this unit gets removed from the battlefield and gets redeployed within.
Okay, so we're going to come back to you then once John has done that. Okay. Okay, so we're back with you. We had John's jumped. I failed to deny it on that roll of a 7, and pling! There we go. The Orc unit has jumped. Yeah, that's a pretty good distance. So we're going to come back into John's shooting phase.
Yeah.
Right. Look how that brightened him up, look.
Let's get on it.
Okay.
let's start with the fun stuff.
Yes.
We'll do
it's all fun.
Big shooter. Ooh. Yeah, we'll do a big shooter from this guy into the warriors.
Okay, so the truck into the warriors. So we've got a big shooter coming in.
Yeah, I'll roll down here for you.
Yes, thank you very much.
So hitting on hitting on 6s because we advance.
You did advance.
Remembering rules. Right, now because we are Death Skulls, we get to reroll 1 hit roll.
So you're not re-rolling ones anymore, are you?
No, so Death Skulls is reroll 1 hit roll,
Okay.
1 wound roll
Of your choice.
and 1 damage roll per unit.
Right,
Okay. Per turn.
But you're still exploding though, aren't you, if you do get that 6?
Still exploding with
sure.
Daka.
Right, okay.
So let's go on to these guys. We've got...
Slugger Central.
Slugger Central, so... We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 slugger shots.
Okay.
That is 5 plus 5 plus 1 is 11. I'll come down to you again.
Sure.
Again, these guys, the jump, so they count as moving, but it's just a normal movement. So
okay.
Hitting on 5s and 6s. With 6s, so we re-roll 1 anyway for the blue skulls, which is a miss. 6s explode. So we get 5 exploding results there, which gives us another 5 shots. Doesn't translate into any more hits though.
I thought you were on 5s.
Oh, we are, sorry.
Yeah, you rolled a 5 there, didn't
There's
you?
one more.
Yeah, sure.
So that's 6 hits.
Okay.
Strength 4, toughness 4.
Yeah, so 4s.
So we only get 3 wounds.
Okay.
But Death Skulls allows us to re-roll 1 wound roll.
So 4 wounds.
Translates into 4 wounds, or what is known as a dead warrior.
Well, I do have something to say about that. Yes, definitely do have something to say about that. Denied. Next.
Next. This makes me sad.
Was there any AP on those, by the way?
There wasn't, no.
Good, because I ignore it anyway.
Oh, I've got 3 more shots from the big shooter.
I should have shut my mouth, shouldn't I?
Yeah. We get 1 hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's another wound.
Is there any AP on this?
No AP again.
Good, because I ignore it anyway. So I do suffer a wound. That's my
Take that, sir.
overconfidence for you. Okay, so there's a wound on a warrior.
Now, I don't know what to do with this choppy chop. So I could take a pot shot at your big guy.
You could, yeah.
And kill him in 1.
I don't know.
Or I could try and kill some Ripper Swarms. But I've got to attack your man. So I'm going to use the Daka stratagem.
He's popping it already. There's another 2.
So 5s and 6s now explode.
Okay.
So 2 shots from the Deathcopter at your big guy.
Issue the Hive Tyranids? Yeah, sure. Okay.
Here we go. Nothing. But we reroll 1 of them for being...
a thing.
We won't talk about that, gents, ladies. Hive mind.
Only you can see my face right about now.
Right, this one can draw a bead onto these guys.
Yes, you can.
So 2 regular shots.
I'd just like to put a complaint into animal welfare. Picking, mind you, having said that, at the moment though, I have a magical power that affects John's ability to roll dice.
So that's the shooting phase.
That was productive,
ladies and gents.
I like it.
Very, very fast. Very smooth. Yeah, fun times. So
Fun time.
let's go into the charge phase. I've only got 1 charge.
Best phase.
The best phase for both our armies, really.
Yeah.
Only 1 charge to make, which is these guys into the warriors. Are you going to use a strat?
I think at this point, actually, I think I might, because I've got quite a lot of shots in there. So we're going to come back to you in just a few seconds while I work out my Overwatch.
Get 'em, boys! I think the Hive Mind has something to say about that. So this is Richard's Overwatch for his...
So Venom Cannons.
Hitting on 6s.
Hitting on 6s is 3.
That's not good for us.
Strength 8 -2.
So you're wounded on 2s.
So that's 3...
3
dead.
wounds, not dead.
Not dead.
As Lucky Blue gets, we get 6 up in one save.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, so let's see.
They are very lucky, and they're very blue.
The luckiest of blue gits.
Okay, so that was the Venom Cannons, because they're getting max shots because of the size of the, some blast because of the size of them on. And this is Death Spitters. 1, 2, 3. And these are strength 5, so move those out of the way.
3s to wound.
So 3s to wound. Only 1.
1 wound.
-1.
-1. We could ignore with a 6.
No.
Not this time. So we lose 2 guys on Overwatch. So we'll roll to see our charge distance.
Fail.
And then...
No, that's not a fail.
That's 10 inches. That's all we need.
Yeah, that's not a fail.
So we'll move those guys in. And then we'll come back to you for the choppy phase.
Lovely.
And here we go.
And
with the attacks.
here we go. We're going to roll them on this little bit of.
So we've got 10 attack. We've got 10 boys, which equates to 4 attacks apiece. So we get 2 base, 1 for a chopper, 1 for warpath. Then we've got a boss knob who gets 3 base attacks plus 1 for warpath. He'll be hitting on 4s, which are the red dice, and the purple dice are hitting on 3s.
Lovely.
So let's remove. Right. So because we're
you get to reroll 1, don't you?
It's a reroll 1, which is going to be a power claw hit.
Okay.
Which hits.
Which hits.
So let's remove those misses. That was a miss.
Yeah. And the red one.
I wanted to keep that one in.
Did you? Yeah.
Right, now the purple ones will be wounded on 4s because it's strength 4, toughness 4.
Yep.
The boss knob is strength 5 times 2 for the claw, so he'll be wounding you on 2s.
Okie dokie. So I was going to use a stratagem called Unyielding Chitin, but it's actually in my opponent's shooting phase, so that would have been to reduce the damage down by 1, but
it wouldn't have been worth it in hindsight.
No.
Okay, let's go for this. So that reroll is definitely going to come in handy here. So
yep. So he's going to re-roll the wound on that one.
Still one.
Lovely. Love those conversions.
It was destined to miss. And so that was a wound as well.
Yep.
So we've got it's 4s, sorry, not 3s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 normal and 2 at minus
2 power
3.
claws. Right, okay, so if we do... So the power claw ones are going to go straight through, actually, because I'm only on a 4+ save.
Okay.
So are they D6 damage?
They're D3 damage.
D3 damage. Right, okay. So I'm going to ignore those for now then.
Yeah,
just because of that. And my hands are fairly small, so I can't roll all of those in one go. That's me. He's snickering.
That's better.
That's better, yeah, but still.
So
we've got a warrior that's on 2 wounds there, so that's going to kill 1 warrior, and then that will then also kill a second warrior. So we've got 2 warriors dead so far.
Yeah, and then we do
and then we got D3 from those red dice.
So we'll do these separately.
Yeah, sure.
So the first one does
a one wound.
I'm going to use my lucky blue gets to reroll a damage roll.
Okay.
Still a 1.
Yep, so still 1.
The second one.
We'll finish that one off. So I've lost 3 warriors altogether.
Correct.
Okay. And then I get to do a pile in.
Yes.
And then I get to fight back.
Correct.
Cool.
Well, I didn't do my pile in, did I? Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
No. Okay. Well, I won't pile in either then.
Rich has collated his dice, and because of the Tyranid Prime here, he gets +1 to his hit rolls. So he's actually going to be hitting us on 2s, which is pretty nasty.
Yeah, so I've got 2 Venom Cannons which are in ½ an inch of a model that's in engagement range. So I'm going to do them first. So they are all hitting. They don't get the reroll on 1s, but that's kind of fine. And so these are strength 4, your toughness 4. So
yep.
4's to win on these. And any 6s are AP -4. Not that I think that makes any difference.
Doesn't make any difference at all. So we've got 3 wounds on a 6-up save so far.
Yeah, okay, so we'll put that to one side.
We've got a 6-up invuln save for being
just you.
For being just us.
So. I could have rolled these together actually, but there we go.
Yeah.
So these are Silent Talons, and these do reroll ones.
What?
Thank the Lord.
That is disgusting. That would have been a great roll for you, Rich.
So still 2 missed.
I'm happy with that.
And again, 4 to win on these.
Okie doke.
So that's another 2.
Oh, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, if I'm honest.
I was hoping for a little bit better. But
okay, so I'll just hand the camera to Rich for a second.
Yeah, so 5 saves for you.
Let's pick up 5 new dice. So we're saving on 6s for being lucky blue gits.
Oh my goodness, that's 2 saved. That's wow.
So 3 dead. But that could have been a hell of a lot worse. So we've lost.
It sure could.
So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to burn C3P.
Oh, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. He's going to go to no CPs.
I'm going to burn my last 3 CP to fight again. And I think
before you do. Just worth pointing out, you do get to consolidate, and so do I, before you initiate a new combat. So,
so let's do that.
We'll stay on camera for this one.
Yeah, so basically...
So you got 3 inches.
Yeah, he's going to come around here. I think ultimately...
Just bearing in mind that anybody that's tagged, i.e. base to base, can't move.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, ultimately, the goal is to just get everybody into a position where they're going to be having an attack.
Keep unit coherency in mind as well.
So that's me done.
Yeah, and then I would get to do exactly the same. To be honest, though, it's only really going to be to bring in that other venom cannon. So I think basically this guy would come to, because he's not tagged, so he would go to there, and then he would come in. So that would basically mean that I get that extra attack. So yeah, this might be an interesting point for me to interrupt. Can I do that? Is that a thing?
You've already fought.
Oh, you're just fighting again. It's not a new phase, is it?
No, it's not a new phase.
Oh, you should see, my surprise.
The confusion.
Okay, so we did some quick maths. 51 was the number of attacks.
Yeah.
So you're doing a roll of 26 and then a roll of 25.
Plus the 4 red dice are
the knob. Yeah, sure.
3s and 4s.
This could, this is probably going to sting.
So because we've got a re-roll, we'll do that now.
Okay.
That's good, so I'll put those there. So now we're on 2s and 4s. 2s for the red dice, 4s for the purple. We get to re-roll a wound roll. Which is good.
Yeah, the claw could be doing the job here.
So 4s.
Yep.
So we've got 4 claws.
Well, they're going straight through, aren't they? So do you want to do their damage first and see what we're actually left up with?
Yeah. So the first one, D3.
Is 2. Yeah.
So that kills 1.
No, because I hadn't taken any more wounds.
Yeah. So that's 2. And the next D3 will kill 1 regardless.
Sorry. Yeah, I didn't see you put 2 dice together yet. Yeah. That's cool.
Next one. Does
see,
3.
he does 1 on his own.
And then a single.
On a wound. Yeah. Okay.
So then you've got.
So then I tell you what. If I just roll these saves before I start taking models off. There's 3 saves, but that's basically 1 more.
And then
so that's another 1, and then it leaves 1 on 2 wounds. So that's 1, 2, 3 warriors dead, and 1 on 2 wounds, and you've got another 25 attacks coming through. So while you compile your dice for that, I'll take these off. So it's going to have to 3 dead, 1, 2, 3. And I fear this is going to actually completely destroy the unit. So yeah, I'm going to have to take venom cannons off, which I didn't really want to do. So that is my venom cannons gone, and then 1 that's on 2 wounds. So I'll just note that with a red dice, because you've finished using the red dice now.
I've finished using the red dice.
Yeah, so that means that one's got 1 wound left. Okay. Oh, yeah, that stung, just like I thought it might.
Oh, I tell you what, I didn't re-roll the damage roll. We'll leave that for
Oh, you did? Oh, a damage roll, yeah, sure.
It doesn't matter. I'm hoping that it won't matter.
Well, you know what, we'll see if it does matter, and then we can always do it at the end.
Yeah, it's okay, because the sequence will be off. So we'll leave that.
Yeah, sure.
We'll leave it out. So, that many saves, sir.
Sure. Oh my goodness. Right, so that kills one, and that's... So I've literally got one left. I've tried my best to save, but I have only one Tyranid warrior left out of that unit. That was quite... I mean, you have burnt 5 CPs.
I've burnt all my CPs.
You've burnt all your CPs,
yeah.
But you have completely... I mean, you haven't completely destroyed it. There is one left, but...
So here we are after the Tyranid movement phase.
Okay, so the Tyranid Prime has moved up. I'm just going to get some shots off onto the truck, and then I'm going to try and help out my lone Tyranid warrior here. Try and hold that unit there. I have had to make a bit of a choice as to which side I want the Tyranid Hive Tyrant to come down. So I've moved 9 inches to here, and then advanced. I rolled a 5, but I get +1 for adrenal glands, so he's come up to there. These 2 units have stood still. They're not doing anything in particularly special, but at the end of the movement phase, I can raise the banners. So this unit is going to raise banners in range of this objective, and then these guys, they moved up and they're going to raise banners because they're now in range of that objective there. It's also worth noting out, we did do a morale check here for John because he did lose some casualties, but he couldn't fail it, so we just thought we'd mention that. So I'm going to go into my psychic phase, and there's a pretty big one here, so I changed my powers up slightly between the 500 and 750 point games, so I'm actually going to go for ever so slightly. I'm actually going to go for Onslaught, which will allow me to charge even though I've advanced.
Okay, sir.
Now, so I've got to double check what Onslaught is cast on, but it's going to be more than 9.
Okay.
So you do get a denial chance, don't you?
I'll get 1 denial. So with Gork and Mork,
it's definitely off because it's not more than 9.
So we're going to roll an 11 here.
No, you're not. You're going to roll an 8. Do you have any CPs to reroll?
Let's use a C. Oh, that smile.
So basically that just means that he can now actually get a charge off. He wouldn't ordinarily because he'd advanced. And then I think I'm going to do toughness on a truck.
6.
I think I'm going to try Unstoppable Hunger on myself for my second power. And that doesn't go off, that's on a 7, but I am going to CP reroll that one because I do want to make life a little bit easier for myself to kill that truck. So that does go off on a 7 this time.
Okay.
So that was a good CP reroll. So I've got that. I am just going to check to see, I've got a strat that will allow me to do another psychic power for a smite, but actually, you know what, I don't think I need it because I reckon it'd end up going on an orc unit, so I'm actually not going to do that one.
Okay.
To be fair. So we're then going to go into the shooting phase. So I'll start with the Tyranid Prime. So he's got a Gitsplitta and it's well within range of the truck. Now he hits on 2s, I believe, because he is the HQ version of a Tyranid warrior. Tyranid Prime. Oh, ballistic skill 3. Okay. So Gitsplitta is.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. That didn't happen. We'll pretend that didn't happen.
I thought he was like the good one, the Prime. Is that?
Yeah, but he's been focusing all of his energy and all of his efforts.
Are you sure it's not?
Boosting his warrior.
Are you sure it's not the fear of watching them die?
No, because they don't get afraid. You need a soul for that. Right, Hive Guard at the back. Come and do your job, Hive Guard.
Pick a target.
I'm gonna go for this Deathcopter.
And that's your first mistake, sir.
Is it? So they're heavy 2, and they're 3 to hit.
Okay.
Where's best to...
Probably here, to be honest.
Let's do it there. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. So 3 hit.
4.
4, yeah. 3, sir. No. 5. 3. 4. No. So 4 hit. Toughness?
5, I think.
So you're going to be on 3 because it's strength 8. So that is 3 wounds at -2 to your save.
Okay, sir. So we've got a 5+ inborn save because we're right next to the Big Mac.
No, you haven't. You don't have a 5+ invulnerable save.
Yes, we do. So.
Oh,
Gork and Mork. The happiness, the joy.
Right. Moving swiftly on. Oh, I get to do flesh hooks from this warrior.
Yep.
It's only assault 2, but I can fire them within engagement range of an enemy unit. So that is 2 hits. They are strength 4, so that is only 1 wound. It's no AP though, so is that save?
It's not a save. Our t-shirt saves and our lucky save is a 6.
Okay, cool. So I think this is, going well. So we're going to go into the charge phase. Prime is going to charge in, and he's going to charge in. So the Prime easily makes that.
Okay.
So we'll go to what's best here. So we'll go to there. Because even with a -2,
yeah, you still got 4
I'll
inches.
make it there.
Yeah.
And then the Hive Tyrant is going to need a. That's going to be like an 8 to get to that bit. So a 7 to get within engagement range, but I get +1 to my charges.
Okay.
My adrenal glands, yeah.
Just the 10.
Just the 10. Okay, so he's hungry.
Overwatch.
If you so wish. Now what I could do is actually come more this way. I'm pretty sure. And I might have over-exaggerated that just slightly.
Just an inch or 2.
Just an inch.
We all do it from time to time.
Easily done. And that's it for my charge phase. So we'll now go into the fight phase. I'll start with the Hive Tyrant because why not? I need a win here. I need something to go right.
You can do this.
You listening? Are you listening?
I don't think he's listening.
I know you haven't got any ears, but are you listening? Right, okay. Let's do it. So, Tail Strike, let's do that one first. Hits on a 2.
That's a 1.
That is a 1. Okay, and then the main attacks. So, we've got 5 here, hitting on 2s, and I get to reroll 1s because I've got Scything Talons.
Of course you do.
That's what Scything Talons are. So, they've all hit. Now, what's your toughness on your
Toughness 6, sir.
Toughness 6. So I am strength 6 normally. So, but I got monstrous hunger off. So we're on
3s.
3s.
Still not bad.
So, yeah. However, I wonder if I want to CP that.
Yeah. So these are minus a lot. So I don't get
so
a
they're
save.
-3, but there's also 2 mortal wounds to go in there as well.
Okay.
Because there's energenic acid. So I'm just wondering whether I want to CP reroll one of them.
And they're flat 3 damage.
And they're flat 3 damage.
So I've got a chance to ramshackle.
You have got a chance to. How many wounds has it got?
10.
Okay. So that's a potential of. Well, there's 2 mortals coming in.
Yeah. I'd need to ramshackle 2 to stay alive.
I'm going to reroll this one.
CP.
So that's another mortal as well. So it's a CP burned.
Okay, so you've done 3 mortal wounds.
In addition to 5. You've got an invulnerable?
No invulnerable?
No, so you basically just want to see ramshackling as many of those down because it would do 1 damage at that point. So you do get 1. So that's now 1 damage. So there's 3 mortal wounds.
You've done 12 without the mortal.
Yeah.
Let's see if we explode.
Don't explode.
Exploding's good. It's fun. That's a 1. Okay, no explosion. So we will. The truck will disappear shortly. So we'll come back once we've deployed from the exploding truck.
Okay, so the truck exploded. The boys have got out, so we've made double check to make sure what the rules on that are. Only one of the boys, or the burner boys, died from the disembarkation, and John deployed them wholly within 3. So my consolidation has allowed me to tag one of those burners in combat. So we're going to come back to those in a minute when they get to do their part of the fight phase. So the next bit is my Tyranid Prime, who has just charged as well. So we've got the Tyranid Prime, I believe, has 5 attacks. I'm just going to double check that. So the Tyranid Prime is basically, he's quite a beefed up 4 attacks, not 5, cheating. He's a beefed up Tyranid warrior basically, so he's strength 5, toughness 5, and I'm hitting you on 2s.
We're not scared.
So all hit, unfortunately he doesn't have anything special, so 4 hits. Toughness 4, so 3s to wound. Only 2 wounds, and I believe there is no minus. No, so you've got your normal.
So we're still on t-shirt saves or invuln saves. We rolled an 8 in total. Does that save anyone?
No.
Okay, so we lose 2 more boys. So doink, doink. That's a shame.
So now, and then it is now you to choose what fights next.
Yeah, so I'm going to choose this squad. So I'll give the camera to Rich.
Yeah, sure.
I'll be with you back in a second.
We'll change that over.
So
importantly, John really needs to kill that last Tyranid warrior there to get attrition, because then he'll have destroyed a unit. However, actually no, you need to kill something else as well, because I've now destroyed a truck.
Yes, you have actually, yeah.
Because with attrition it's more then, isn't it? So
yeah. So we'll just work out the attacks and then we'll come back.
Yeah. Okay. So John just needs to get his brain back into how many attacks Orc boys have, and we'll be back with you in just a second. Okay, so it was just Warpath that John was checking, and that goes in the next psychic phase. So, going to do this in 2 batches onto the Tyranid Warrior first. Yep.
We've got 31 attacks.
Yeah.
And this one's 16.
So where are you going to roll them?
Roll them here.
Over here. Okay.
Hitting on 3s.
Ooh, that's better.
That's not
for
bad.
Me.
Yeah. And you're toughness 4, aren't you?
I am.
So 4's to wound you.
How many is that? 3?
4.
4.
So 4 wounds so far.
Yeah.
Take one of those out because this next batch is only 15 attacks.
So 4 wins so far.
Oh, that was a terrible roll.
Lovely.
Yeah, you might survive this. No, maybe not. So that's
8. So 8 altogether.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you portion that out for me. There we go.
Oh,
so we were literally just discussing off camera that splitting attacks always works.
Always works.
1, 2, no AP.
No AP.
No, but he is dead. Because he's only got 3 wins, so it takes 2.
Okay, so we've killed that last warrior.
Yep. So he's a goner.
Yep, and then we've now got the boss knob, which is going to be the red dice, and
2 more boys.
And 2 boys hitting the Tyranid Prime there. So let's see how this goes. Yeah. So the red dice are hitting on 4s because it's a claw. So we get a reroll for being lucky blue. That's good.
Oh, so did you save that for the
knob?
Yeah, got you.
So that many hits, and he's not any higher strength, is he, for being the prime?
He's higher toughness. He's toughness 5.
He's toughness 5.
Yeah, he's got an extra point of armour as well.
Okay, so purples are 5s and reds are still 3s.
Okay. So yes, you might as well re-roll a wound as well, mightn't you?
Yeah, there's no reason not to, is there?
Yeah.
So 3 standard wounds.
Kept my mouth shut there.
Yeah, 3 standard wounds and 3 power claw wounds.
Right. Okay.
Power claws minus 3.
Right. Okay. So 3 then at put them here. So 3 that are standard 3+ saves. So I failed 1 and that one's cocked. So
Okay.
we'll roll that one. So take a wound from the normal boys.
Yep, and then you've got
and
3 at -3.
That are at -3, so I'm on 6s.
Okay.
And that one, what is it with cocked dice at the moment? And how many damage is it?
It's D3.
D3, right. So he's got 6 wounds.
Okay, so
Goes down to 5 from the Orc boy, so you've got to roll 3d3.
3, 4, 5.
6, that's just...
And I can re-roll 1 anyway because of my lucky blue gits.
Yeah.
So that's 6,
Yeah,
7,
so
8 damage.
Wow.
So the boys have done a cracking job there.
That power claw, definitely a good addition.
Yeah.
Definitely a good addition.
Yeah, definitely a good addition for the extra 250.
Right, so I get to choose the next fight then.
Yeah, but you've got no one else left to fight.
That is true.
So I would now get to fight with my burner boys.
You do.
Until you try some nasty
shenanigan
trickery.
Yeah, I've got to do some. Oh, a little bit of a finger there. So I've got to see. I've got to do something here. I've got to try and stem this green tide.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna, I don't think, on the off chance that somebody survives this combat, these guys are going to move in.
Sure. Are you going to try and tag it?
Well, I'm hoping to try and hold that.
Remember with the piling, it's you have to end closer to the closest model. So to be fair, like that guy can actually come this way because he'll still be.
Yeah, I want to stay on the objective.
Oh right, okay, I've got you.
That's more.
So you remember, you've also got to stay in coherency as well.
I think it's two within 2, isn't it? So
yes.
I think we've got that, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So we've got 2, 4, 6, 7 boys, so that's 14 attacks.
These aren't warpaths, are they?
No.
Oh, thank
2, 4, 6, 8,
thank heavens.
12, 14 standard attacks with the Bernie burners. So I'll do the dice here.
Okay.
So we're hitting you on 3s.
Yeah.
Excellent work.
Some more fails.
I get to re-roll 1 for being lucky blue gits.
You do.
And we're strength 4, so we're going to be wounding you on 5s.
Yes.
So
Ooh.
that's not great. So 3 wounds. I get to re-roll a wound for being lucky blue gits. Nothing.
So 3.
3
what's the
at
AP on those?
I want to say -2.
-2. Well, either way, even if it's -1, it then becomes. Oh, what damage are these?
They're just 1 damage.
They're just 1 damage, and he hasn't been wounded yet, has he? Cool.
Yeah, -2 it is.
So that's 2 that have gone through, and I fail 1, so I take a wound, which then obviously triggers my adaptive biology. So it basically doesn't really apply in this instance, but it reduces all further damage for the rest of the game is reduced by 1 to a minimum of 1.
Okay.
Have you got anything else?
That's me done, sir.
Right, in that case then, at the end of the phase, I'm going to pay 3 CPs to do Adrenaline Surge, which allows me to pick my Hive Tyrant, and that is going to fight again.
Smoke much?
Oh, it needs to happen. Needs to happen.
So
Right.
it's a little bit of a blow for blow situation here. The jumped unit fought again, and we managed to kill off the rest of those guys in Rich's turn. But he's now going to fight again and get rid of these burner boys by the looks of it.
Well, I hope. So I'll roll him in the middle there.
Okay.
So tail attack first, hitting on a 2, which hits, and then I am on strength 6.
So 3s.
So 3's to wound, but I get a mortal wound as well for my xenogenic acid. So,
Okay.
so that's a mortal wound and
Can't save the mortal wound.
-3. So you're on a 6 up invul?
Yep, so that's 2 wounds so far.
And that one regens that off, so because I've got accelerated digestion.
Okay, so it's 2 dead boys.
And then 5 normal attacks. Nice. All hit. And we're on 3s again. Wow, all wounds. So that's 2 mortal wounds and 5 invulnerable saves of a 6.
Okay, so here we go with the invulns.
That one's cocked if you want to reroll that one.
Where's the cocked dice?
That one.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see that one. Still nothing. So that is
7 more dead.
7 more.
Might be the squad, mightn't it?
It could make me swear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It is.
6, 7.
It's the squad. Oh yeah.
Well, it's a good job he's not a dancer for a living, but he knows how to use Tyranids, so...
Alleged.
Right, okay, so your consolidation, sir, if you wish.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it has to be to the closest unit, doesn't it? Which is actually that thing there, isn't it?
The old Deathcopter Rooney.
I can't go over that, so I think the shortest is going to have to be this way, isn't it? So we'll go 3 inches to there. In fact, I'll go to there. Yeah, so actually what I really wanted to do was try and pull something back over this way to deal with them, but I can't do it. So that is that. So that is the end of my turn 1. It's your turn 2 now.
Yeah, so we'll be back to you with Orks after the movement phase. Right guys, so at the end of the movement phase, the both Deathcopters have headed down this left flank to go after the swarms there and to try and take that objective. The Weird Boy and Big Mech have made a sensible decision to start making their way away from the
Tyranid.
The old big Tyranid Hive Tyrant. The boys disembarked and they're under this archway.
Yeah.
With a view to slap them with a jump.
Which is why we've got that little bit mapped out there, ready.
And the truck also did an escape manoeuvre to start him down the left flank.
And he advanced, didn't he? But he rolled fairly low and then...
very cool.
So not low, but it was the terrain, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then we've also got these boys over here.
Yeah, they've moved 5 inches forward to get within 15 inches of your deployment.
For line breaker. Yeah.
So
and he did advance, didn't you? But you rolled a 1, so they've basically not gone.
Yeah, it was a
too
terrible
far.
advance.
Yeah.
So you will get a denial ability.
Lovely. So we're going to go into the psychic phase then.
Yeah. So I'm going to start with the jump. No, warpath.
Starting with the warpath.
Warpath.
Yeah.
So on a 7. So it goes off on an 8 because we get +1
for your boys unit that are over
boys.
10, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're +1.
+1 attack.
-1 potentially if you're within 18 inches of that. I don't think you are actually, though, are you?
No.
No. So +1 attack on those boys.
Yeah.
So this is the big one. This is the big one.
The jump. Do you want to reroll that?
It's up to you, mate. I can't. I don't remember. I don't think it was that.
Okay.
So no, keep it as an
Okay.
eye.
So
you're on 10.
10.
Yeah. Eee!
Oh my.
So we won't be needing these. John's going to call me a word which we cannot say on stream.
Yes.
That's like twice in 2 games.
That's twice in 2 games. I should have tried the reroll fail. Right. That's a bad day at the office. Okay, let's go into the shooting phase then.
Okay, so we're going to go straight into shooting.
Yeah, it's fairly quick phases really. So this unit down here that advanced, there's the big shooter in the back, and he'll do 3 shots.
Into these swarms, yeah?
Yeah, so
okay.
Hitting on 6s.
That one's cocked, so you want to reroll that one.
Reroll one of them for
being a lucky blue git. Okay.
Not very lucky.
Not so lucky today. I mean, they've done a lot of work, to be fair. They are a bit tired, bless them.
They are tired. That can't see anything. So we'll go on to Deathcopter 1, shooting at the others.
Yeah, sure.
Just going to do normal shots, so hitting on 5s and 6s.
That's better.
1 hits, reroll 1 for lucky. Doesn't hit.
Okay.
It's going to be 2s to wound, I'm guessing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Reroll 1 for being lucky. So -2.
Yeah, that's not going to be a save. So do you want to just go straight into...
It's a flat 3 damage.
Oh, it's a flat 3? Right, yeah. Okay, so that's just a base dead then.
It's these guys there, dude.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, these ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that one.
And I'll fire the other one
What a meanie, picking on those poor little defenceless swarms.
Don't think I'm going to use more DACA. I'm going to save my CP for a later day. So hitting on 5s and 6s, re-rolling 1 for being lucky. Nope, but 6s explode. So 2 hits.
Ooh.
Wounding on 2s, so 2 wounds at -2.
Well, that's if it's flat 3, that's the other 2 dead then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so pop and pop. I'll just double check that. I think they are 3 wounds, but
so
I'll check that in a second.
That being done, there's no charges.
Yeah, because I stopped it. So basically, the guys that boys unit were going to jump here, and then we're going to put a charge in on the Hive Guard. Denied.
Denied indeed. So I think that is it. So I don't score.
You won't score line breaker because you haven't got the second unit, which obviously then that other boys unit you were going to jump would have got you the second with the line breaker.
Would have been perfect.
However, you do get attrition because it's the a battle round, isn't it? So
Yeah,
I've got
so
to do
you've got your turn.
I've got to do my turn. Yeah, okay.
And that's me done, dude.
So back to you with my turn 2.
So we're back to you at the end of Rich's movement phase. As you can see, these cowards here haven't moved an inch.
Yeah, it's not a lot happened in my movement phase to play. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I've corrected my mistake with the 200 Ripper Swarms. I've put them into this, wholly within this table quarter. I would have got engaged on all fronts if I hadn't. So I've corrected that mistake. And the Hive Tyrant has come round the terrain here, and I'd advanced, but it was a relatively low, well, it was average, it was a 3. And I got an extra 1 for my adrenal glands.
Yep.
So we're going to go into the psychic phase. I'm going to go for a... See, I'm tempted.
Ooh, monsters.
I want to go for onslaught, but what I'm thinking is if I could go for smite, but to be fair, that's not gonna tempt out your deny. You're just gonna wait for the onslaught. So
yeah.
I'm gonna go for onslaught then, and that's cast on a 6, so it's a 10. So you've got to basically do to me what I did to you last turn by rolling a hard 11.
Let's see if we can reach him. 11 or 12.
No!
Yes!
No!
Gork and Mork smile upon us.
It's all good.
It's all good.
It's all good.
In one hand, the dice giveth.
Giveth and taketh away.
In the other, they take
right,
away.
I'll try smite then. I think the nearest visible unit is the Orc boys.
Okay. That's a super smite.
It is a super
so
smite.
D6.
Yeah. Take 6 boys off. That's my it's my consolation prize, that is.
This is a bad day to be an orc.
I don't know. It's ebbing and flowing.
On the bright side, I'm not getting charged by you.
Yeah, that is true.
So 6 boys.
So might as well go into the shooting phase then.
Now dead.
Might as well go into the shooting phase. So I've got the Hive Guard over here.
Yes, you have.
They're going to go for this boy's unit. I need to try and thin them down.
Thin the herd.
Yeah, cool. So it's 2 shots apiece. They ignore line of sight.
Don't come over to here.
Because they don't need eyes. And we're hitting on 3s.
It's a great start for me.
Yeah. If only I was Kronos Hive Fleet. But I'm not. And they are strength 8.
Toughness 4, so 2s.
So 2s. So that is 3 wounds. So it's -2, but you have got 6 up invulnerables.
Yeah, so 6 up invul. Not a 1.
It looked like there was going to be a 6 then.
I felt like there was going to be a 6. So we lose 3 boys.
Damage, not that it makes any difference.
No, so 3 boys to come off. 1, 2, 3 to help coherency.
And I don't have a charge phase now.
Interesting. So we've got a morale phase ×2.
You do have a morale phase ×2.
So let's work that out.
You'd
So
like to take
yeah, if you take the
control?
camera. So this unit here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 boys. We've lost 3. So 4 + 3 is 7. We've got 8 boys. So we don't
You're good.
lose any.
Yeah. Quick math.
Over the other side, we lost.
It's a bit
6.
more tasty that side, isn't it?
6 plus...
Oh, tasty. Very tasty.
1 runs away because we've failed.
That's right.
And then we've got, what, 5 boys left? Yeah.
Don't know why I was focused down here, but there we go. Sorry guys, I was just...
5,
are you
we're below
below?
half strength, so
So
that's
it's
another 2. Wow.
I'll settle for that. I'll settle for that, to be fair.
I need to do it the other way around. He's got to stay there for coherency purposes, and that guy is dead. So that's not... It's not too bad for you to be honest.
I mean, I was probably going to charge those Orc boys because it was with my +1 for unstoppable hunger, +1 for adrenal glands. So I'm pointing the camera at you, John. You can.
Oh, sorry.
You can interact with us now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was probably going to charge the boys because it was a really long charge over here. That was even with adrenal glands giving me +1, that was a 9-inch charge. I got a reroll, but I was thinking, you know what? Actually, to get him in, I'll go for the boys unit. I don't know if I'd have actually done any better in my damage, so pretty happy with that. So we'll be back to you in just a second when John gets his 3rd turn.
So, Gork and Mork smile upon us this day, although it looks like the hive mind might have the better of us. But we're going to spend 3 CP
Yup.
to redeploy the unit from underneath the archway that got decimated.
Yes, they've got 3 boys that were left in that unit.
So we've redeployed them
Come around this side.
in the bottom corner down there.
Where they were going to jump to originally, so I only stopped it for 1 turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but we've spent 3 CP, so that's crippled us. The mech jumped in the back of the truck and hightailed it away.
The weird boy.
The weird boy, sorry.
Yeah. Because the mechs.
The big mech is a brave boy. He's run over to block that passageway to slow down the unstoppable hunger.
Okay.
The copter's just repositioned here, so I've got shots on the
Hive Tyrant.
I can fire both of them at the Hive Tyrant if I need to.
Yeah.
And then this other unit on the other flank.
Yeah, can potentially just do, if he needs to, you can do some shooting on that Ripper Swarm, can't he? So.
And then I've got shots from those guys into the Swift.
So they just moved up. So the intention, they haven't advanced because you want to potentially do a charge on whatever's left of the Ripper Swarms, which may or may not be anything at all.
Yes.
And then you're also going to potentially be doing a charge on the Hive Guard as well, aren't you? That is quite a long charge, but it's kind of average, isn't it?
But Orks can reroll any or all the dice. So we have that advantage.
So you have got a little bit of a benefit. I'm trying to not focus on the middle of the table at the moment. Sorry, guys. I keep giving you a really stellar shot of that murder hole, which you're probably sick of by now. So no psychic because your weird boy is on the truck over there. So shooting phase.
Shooting phase.
Where are you going?
I'll start with the guys at the Ripper Swarm.
Yeah, so we're going to go over here.
Yeah, so I'll do 3 shots from the big shooter first.
Okay.
So hitting on 5s. I get a reroll because...
Of being the thing that you are.
Yeah. Which is 2 hits. Nice. Strength 5, so...
Death Skulls, your...
Death Skulls,
yeah. Death Skulls.
So strength 5, toughness...
3.
Toughness 3, so 3s. I get to reroll a wound. So 2 wounds there at no minus.
So I get saves of like a 6.
Okay.
No.
So that's 2 wounds, and then we get
the damage 1.
Damage 1.
Yeah. Okay.
1, 2,
so
3, 4, 5. 7 slugger shots.
Wound remaining.
So 7 slugger shots hitting on 5s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Nice. Yeah, that was nice.
6s explode because of Daka. Wow.
Flipping heck. That's a polite way of putting it.
Yeah. So
the other word I was going to use also begins with F.
It balances out a little bit.
Yeah.
4 wounds.
6s. Oh, save 1.
So that's a dead swarm and 1-on-1.
Dead swarm and 1-on-1. So you know what? I've done it now.
Yeah. So what?
An objective.
I'm gonna fire the rockets at the swarm lord, at the Hive Tyrant.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to kill the bases off. I want to get that extra move.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, you're going to charge them basically.
Worst case scenario, then I've got 2 units that are closer to the Hive guys.
That's true. So rocket launcher.
I'll do them all at the same time. So 4 shots.
Okay.
Hitting on 5s and 6s. Oh no, sorry.
Because that's already rolled his dice. What a flipping cheat.
Sorry, because of the rerolls, Death Skulls rerolls, I've got to do them separately.
Got to do them separately, right? Okay.
So first one, both miss.
Yeah.
So I can reroll 1 for being Death Skulls, which is a hit.
Hmm.
Strength 8, toughness 6 is 3s.
It's toughness 7, I think.
Toughness 7, still 3s. And I can reroll that for death skulls. So that's a wound at -2 on him.
A wound at -2, so that's going to be 4 up interval, which is passed.
And then 2 shots from the other one, which we can reroll 1 for being death skulls, which explodes.
Doesn't hit.
Doesn't generate another one. And then 3s, which we can reroll. A wound at -2.
That reroll is really, really good. So 1 does go through.
Flat 3.
But it's a flat 3. But remember, you triggered earlier on my adaptive biology, so it's 2 wounds that I take.
I'll put that on a 2 there so we know. Okay. And then I think that's all of my shooting. So
has he not got a gun?
I need to check what I've armed him with, so give me 1 second.
Okay, so he does actually have a slugger, the big mech. Well, we did it off camera and it didn't hit, so there was no wins there. So we're on to the charge phase.
Yeah, I'm going to start in this
corner. This is going to be interesting. With the Hive Guard, you mean?
Yeah, we'll try.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Do you want to Overwatch?
You know what? I think I might, because I don't think I'm actually going to get many chances to do anything.
Okay.
If I don't, so I need 6 dice, please.
There you go, sir.
There you go. So you're hitting on 6s. I need to get 1. Okay, and 2s, which does wound.
Okay, so we get use the hands. 6 up.
Waste of a CP. Okay.
Gork and Mork, smile on us this day. Lost the dice.
Lost the dice. Never mind.
9-inch charge.
Really? Do one.
9-inch charge.
Just do one. So, do you want to roll for the other charge and then we'll do the movements off?
Yeah, we'll roll the other charge. I don't know what we need here, but 10 is more than
enough. I think 10 will do that, yeah.
We'll do the movement and we'll be right back with you guys.
Okay, see you shortly. Okay, so John's worked out all of his attacks. So we're going to start out with this charge right here. However, the dice need to be rolled in this space because there's a lot of them.
Yeah, so we're hitting on
Look how happy he is.
3s with the purple and 4s with the reds.
Okie dokie. And you get a reroll as well, don't you?
Reroll 1,
yeah,
because we can. That's still a miss.
Okie dokie.
So 3s. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
What's your toughness?
Toughness 5.
So it's going to be 5s on these guys and 2s on the red because we're strength 10 with the claw.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
So
this might sting. Yeah. Yeah. This will sting.
Right. So we've got
a
lot of misses there.
Yeah.
We can reroll 1 because we can.
You can.
And that's still a miss. Right, so you've got 2 at -3.
Okay, so that's no save at all because they're 4 up save on Hive Guard. So, well, oh wait, what am I doing?
I'll take that damage though.
No, you're not taking that damage.
Okay, I'll roll the damage.
Yeah, you roll. So you roll that damage.
So that's
flipping.
3. Are they 3 wounds apiece?
I think they are. I think they're 4 wounds apiece, but I'll just double check.
Okay, so that would only kill 1.
Hive Guard. I know they're 4 up save. Yeah, they're 3 wounds apiece. So one's dead and one's taken 2 wounds.
Yeah.
You know what? So let's roll. I'm not going to take any models off yet. We'll just save those. Okay, so basically, I need to pass quite a few of these. So that's 1 dead.
Yeah.
And that's another 1 dead. Man,
so
I've like literally just done it. Right, okay. So I'm going to take these off in just a second, but they are all gone. No attacks back from them.
So the attacks on the
yeah, so John's just basically going to roll the power claw attacks to see if they squash the swarms.
So I'll reroll that.
Yeah. So hit anyway. So reroll that one, yeah.
For lucky.
So 3 hits,
and these are
it's literally like 2s. Yeah, they're squashed because
one's dead anyway, and then it's D3, which is 3.
Yeah, so that kills that one, and then the other 3.
2 wounds there and 1 there.
Yeah,
kills
those 3 wounds kill that one as well. So John's going to do some consolidation, I think, and then we'll come back to you, and we'll see what the scoring situation is. I may end up having. Well, I have actually just got only my Hive Tyrant. but we're not throwing the towel in just yet. So back to you with my turn 3.
So the smoke's cleared. The orcs are rampaging their way around the board. There's not a lot of chaff left. So how are you feeling right now, Rich?
I think you might have this one.
Let's see. So talk us through your movement phase.
I've got to let you win sometimes. So yeah, movement phase. I've got just the Hive Tyrant. So I've moved around a little bit just to make that an unfailable charge. So I've got no shooting, so I won't be bothering anything with that. So I'll go into the psychic phase. I'm going to smite just because I can.
Okay. Super smite?
No, just a normal smite. So you can attempt to deny that if you'd like to.
I can't because I'm in a truck.
Oh, of course you can't, yeah.
So D3.
So D3 mortal wounds, just the one.
Okay.
You know what? I'm going to CP. Oh, you can't CP reroll that one,
no.
Can you? So just the one wound on that mech boy. How many has he got?
4.
4. So straight into the charge phase. I made it so that it was an unfailable charge.
Amazing.
And that's literally as far as I can
get. No, I'm a gambling man. I'm going to gamble that you're going to kill him with mortal wounds.
Right. Okay. So the tail strike hits. It is a mortal wound.
There's one mortal wound.
And it is a. Have you got a save?
6 up invulnerable.
Yeah. So do you want to do 6 up invulnerable?
I'll do it at the end because I think you'll kill him with mortals. I'm confident.
Oh right. Okay. So there's a wound.
There's it
was D3 damage actually.
Yeah. So there's a wound and mortal.
Right. Well,
I know it's unconventional, but.
Right. Okay.
Do your attacks.
God, that's really confused me now.
Why are you confused? We've got this. You've got this. You've got this.
Reroll 1. So all hit. That one's cocked. So there's another mortal wound. So it's 3 mortal wounds altogether.
On top of him already losing 1, so he's dead.
I thought you said he'd got 4.
He has.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. I counted that one.
Oh, why would you count that one? That's a different phase.
You got one left.
That's a different phase, sir.
Confused. Right. Okay. What's your toughness? Sorry.
Toughness 4.
So I'm not winning you on 2s. So you've literally you've got 3 saves to make that are invulnerables, and if you fail any one of them, you're dead.
That was a really good effort.
Yeah, but he is dead.
He is dead. So nom 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 nom
I'll
nom.
munch a wound back, and I will consolidate, but I can only consolidate 3, and that would be the end of my phase. So, and I have now moved off the objective. So what me and John discussed was that pending the result of that, that we're probably going to actually call it there, because I've only got a Hive Tyrant left, and whilst my Hive Tyrant can do a lot of damage, I'm going to be pretty much permanently in a position where I've got to rely on advancing and then getting onslaught off. You've obviously only got to deny it once, or I fail to cast it once, and that means that I can't actually keep up with the copters. Are really quick. They can also move over the intervening terrain. The truck is going to lead me on a bit of a merry dance. So John is in a position where he's now outscoring me at a rapid rate, because he's going to be consistently getting 15 from primaries. He's going to be consistently getting his line breaker. And if he gets lucky with some rocket shots off those copters,
we could also get Warlord. You're
potentially going to do some nasty wins on the Warlord. And if I've got to continuously be in a position where I've got a foot slog after that, I've obviously now also relinquished my hold on primaries, and the only other place I can get secondaries from is from slaying the Warlord, who's on a truck. So I think we're going to call it there.
Yep.
And then we'll do a bit of a thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, on camera that I've lost to you. So
excellent.
Now got evidence.
We've got evidence. It's only been hearsay up until now, so
yeah, only been conjecture. So I hope you liked our battle report. As we grow the channel, we'd really appreciate your support. So please do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done already. And until the next time, have a good one.